Hey guys, what's up? It's Joe Rady from Rady's Rides. We are here for the national press launch of the Kia Telluride. Rady's Rides invited by Kia. Tom Motion and I are gonna have this adventure, and we're gonna take this through its paces, through the rain, through the canyons, through the mountains, through the mud, and you're gonna see just how durable, how usable is this Kia Telluride in its element. So if you're ready, I'm ready. Let's go take this for a spin.
Here we are, Big Guns McGee.
Here I am.
What do you think of this adventure?
It's pretty awesome, guys. It's pretty awesome. We want to take you guys with us. Right now, we're in the middle of a canyon with no cell service.
Yeah.
And we're driving from Gateway, Colorado to Telluride.
Yeah, the namesake of the 2020 Kia Telluride, and we just pulled over because the view here, the scenery is spot on perfect. Tom was able to work his camera magic. He's been doing some more still photography, which is awesome. So definitely follow him on Instagram. What's your handle on Instagram?
Papa Mosh.
Papa Mosh.
P-O-P-A-M-O-S.
I'll put it up in the video so you can follow not only Rady's Rides, but also Big Guns McGee, Papa Mosh. Not only through his photography, but also his workout regime and competitions and everything else.
Daily life.
Yeah, the daily life, a day in the life of Papa Mosh. But anyways, we're gonna be making our way. They've already put in our whole setup for navigation. I'm telling you, the screen, Tom, do you like the size of that screen?
It's awesome. It's wide and kind of narrow, but it works. When you're looking at the screen, you don't realize that it's kind of narrow this way.
And the graphics are so clear, so easy to use, and when you touch it, it's instantaneous. It's like it knows that you're gonna wanna make a move, and it's like it's already anticipated that. But we're gonna go ahead and pull away. I got, remember, this wonderful 8-speed automatic in here. Lots of power coming from that V6. We're gonna roll on out and take you for a little bit of a journey with us. We are going through a whole day of different driving aspects of the Telluride, and Kia has a perfect setup. And you heard the navigation, the beautiful voice telling me we have 22 miles until we get to Telluride. But anyways, they have an off-road course for us, because remember, this thing has all-wheel drive. It's that XL level trim, and we're gonna be able to see really what this thing can handle. And just by driving it around Gateway on our way to Telluride, smooth is wonderful. Ride is so smooth and wonderful. Tom, what do you think about the seat over there for the passenger?
Seats are phenomenal, and not only the front seats, the middle row also has heated and ventilated seats. Only car in the segment, in the mid-size SUV segment.
Exactly, and remember, the main competition for this is going to be that Passport, the new Honda Passport, going to be the Ford Explorer,
the Subaru Atlas,
no, not Subaru Atlas, Subaru Ascent,
the Volkswagen
Atlas. But you know, that's something that none of those vehicles have any of that. But just going through this twisty bend, I love the way that the Telluride carries its weight, very, very smooth, and really feels agile. It really, really does, through these bends along this beautiful scenic road in Colorado. Transmission, not noisy. It drops down when you want it to drop down. As I get out of the turn, I'm on the throttle. What's nice is you don't have any paddles to worry about or anything like that, so everything is going to be done right here in the center console. Speaking of the center console, very low, very wide. What do you like? Do you like that setup?
I love it, and they have listened to Joe. It has a nice, beautiful cover. It covers up your USB. It has wireless charging. It also has these really nice handles that are covered in like a faux leather.
Yeah, you actually have these grab handles, because they want you. This is the word SUV, sport utility vehicle. SUVs have almost become just grocery getters. Yeah. They want, and they know people are going to want to enjoy this through different trail roads and whatnot, snow, ice, rain, whatever you can throw at it. I really think the Telluride is going to do an amazing job at handling it. That's for sure.
And soft touches everywhere you touch, between the dash, the armrest, the center console, and everything else. Yeah, and you have a lot of room to store stuff.
And one thing to remember, I know Tom is very happy about this. Tellurides, every single one of them are made right here in the good old US of A in Georgia. So that's also a nice thing, especially from the United States standpoint, to have those factory workers, those key employees building such a great product. And remember, other vehicles that they build there is going to be the Sorento and also the Kia Optima. So it's nice to see that that factory is known for very high quality standards, and guys, we're at a stop here. We took a look at a cow, really amazing here. I actually put the 8-speed into manual shift mode. We're gonna see what it feels like through the canyon roads. We're gonna do a dead stop acceleration. Here we go. On the throttle, first, second, third. Shifts are pretty quick, even though this is not a DCT transmission. One thing that's a little different is to go up the gears, you gotta push forward on the stick. To go down the gears, you gotta pull back. I would like it to be reversed, just from my experience with racing cars and whatnot, but holds the gear very nice. Now you turn up the wick, it really makes it definitely a more sporty feel using the manual shift mode. We do have it in sport mode as well. So into this right-hand bend, I really like the way it transitions the weight very nice to that outside front left, and you're getting great feedback so you feel secure in the bend. Very, very well done by Kia. This is what I dream of every night on roads like these. On the brakes, hitting your marks, great visibility. I like how thin the A-pillars are, and they're out of the way. And they're wrapped in that wonderful micro suede Alcantara material. The brake feedback is great. This car really does talk to you. Even though it's a large SUV, it talks to you very, very nicely. Bend here on the brakes, feeling good. Now normally you wouldn't be obviously doing this in your Telluride, but hey, I have the keys and I'm behind the wheel, and that's what definitely I want to do a little test on this to see how a large vehicle handles like this. And I'm telling you, it's amazing, 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 amazing. The engineers have done the business, and I'm doing the business right now on this road. This little ribbon of road, and these are the roads that as a car enthusiast you dream of every night, you visualize while you're bored at work. Going through this ribbon of road, the Telluride is so planted. Right now I have it in comfort, but I could drop it down into sport, and that's gonna obviously affect the steering, the throttle, all that good stuff, and it feels really, really great. Brake modulation, it really talks to your right foot. You can really feel what those pads on those calipers are doing with that rotor very well. But I love the weight of the steering wheel. I think so many vehicles, especially SUVs, they don't really think about, well, what is the driver feeling from that wheel standpoint? And on this Telluride, feels really, really good. GoPro, stop recording. All right, guys, one thing I've noticed right off the bat as we're on this drive through beautiful Gateway, Colorado, on our way to Telluride, is just how planted you feel. I'm gonna go ahead and hit some of these wet patches here, and you just go right through it. It's very, very reassuring, and you feel safe, because that's the bottom line. At the end of the day, Kia wants you to enjoy your vehicle. They want you to be proud of your Telluride, but they also want you to be safe in it as well. When it comes to, there was a question early this morning in a briefing that we had for rear passenger safety when it comes to airbags. Remember, you have the full curtain bags all the way down both sides of the vehicle. That's going to help keep those rear passengers safe as well. Another thing that I love right off the bat with these Kia products is when it comes to things like windshield wipers, you put on it, it tells you exactly what mode you're in right on the digital display in between the speedometer and the tachometer. I really, really like that. I think that's really super smart, so that you're focused forward instead of like, okay, what mode am I in here? That kind of stuff. But window visibility is great. Even out that back window, I got the rear window wiper on. Visibility is amazing. Ride is very smooth, very compliant. When you go through the different modes, whether it's sport, comfort, snow, and whatnot, it is going to adjust the sensitivity of the steering, the throttle, all that kind of good stuff. So that is really, really important to have that, you know, flexibility depending on what you want to do with your drive. Love the 10.25 inch screen. They didn't want to stop at 10 inch. They went an extra quarter, 0.25. Amazing, amazing setup when it comes to the size of the screen. So really, really, really nice how they did that. All right, guys, just going down another ribbon of road here, showing you the capability of what a Telluride can do when you turn up the wick, and it's quite impressive how this thing holds the road. I have it in sport mode and manual shift, and I'm telling you, it's actually a blast to drive at a quick pace through this twisty road here that we're on. Steering in sport is, I don't want to say perfect, but it's damn good. And the feedback that I'm getting is wonderful, and you can tell that they really did their homework on getting this whole thing buttoned down, and they wanted to make sure because, you know, it's their first foray into this segment, and there's a lot of people looking, that's for sure. Brakes are amazing. Tipping in. Even over the bumps, it's feeling really good. Really nice. Nice and smooth. Downshifts using the manual is really, really good. Decreasing radius turn, very nice. The scenery out here is second to none. I don't know many other locations that we've been into where the scenery has been this wonderful. Just being quiet, let you guys enjoy the ride with us. Really smooth. And the sound coming from inside is actually quite pleasing to the ears. They did a good job with this. Here we go through this little ribbon on throttle. It really does communicate well to the driver. This is any testament to what Kia is working on and what they're going to be bringing to the table here. We have a lot of exciting things to be looking forward to, not just the Telluride, but other great models as well. Especially, I like these faster sweepers here because the way it just holds the line so well once you tip it in is really, really nice. I really like that. Alright guys, we're to the place where we're actually going off-road in the Telluride. I have the 4-wheel drive locked and we're in snow mode. Put it back into drive, nice and slow and steady at first. Want to get a feel for the dirt that we have. We have this mud, very wet mud compound. It actually feels pretty good so far. It is pulling me left and right a little bit, which is gonna do. I mean, it's like being on ice here, but so far so good. This is what it's all about. When Kia says you can take this thing off-roading, guess what? That's what we're doing. But it's interesting just how slippery it is if you've never been in these types of conditions before. We do have a creek to our left, so I'm definitely being a little gingerly through here, definitely not treating this as any type of racetrack, that's for sure. And then on my right side, I have the berms and stuff in the side of the mountain, so Just being very careful, very smooth. That's the name of the game, no matter if the road's muddy or not. Slow and steady wins the race. All right, we're gonna go through some water action here. Yeah, look at that, huh? Going through that little creek there. Tom, what are you feeling right now, man?
It's pretty steady, guys. I mean, you do feel the slip. We're going through wet clay.
Yeah.
We do not have this in Florida, so Joe and I do not get to do this ever.
Yeah, this is definitely a Rady's Rides experience that, you know, thankfully we were called out to the media, national media press launch of this amazing vehicle, and you're seeing right now the capabilities of this thing in four-wheel drive.
But it's fun, guys. So an hour and a half ago, it was snowing 30-something degrees.
Yeah.
And now the sun's beaming down, and we're pretty much mudding right now.
But yeah, and that's what's awesome about it, is that, you know, Kia believes in this vehicle has a certain purpose, and they want to show that off, and that's what we're doing. Now, off to our right is off to our right. So you go too far right, you're going down. That's the quick way. Not really the most fun way, but definitely the quickest way.
And another thing is, none of these vehicles are prepped for anything special.
No, this is nothing special. This is all...
There's no fancy tires. There's no snorkel like you guys probably saw in the Super Bowl commercial.
Yeah.
It's just...
This is what you get from the showroom.
Exactly.
With the all-wheel drive. And I'm telling you, it's doing a really hell of a job here.
And while we're doing this, we have two different temperatures set. Joe's at one temperature. I've got mine.
Yep. Nice and comfortable.
We could have the seats on. We don't have the seats on right now. We've got both phones charging.
While we're going down this muddy road. Woo. The back and the front really does communicate well. It really does. But it's a little nerve-wracking to know that if you go too far to the right, you got problems. And problems that aren't going to be easily fixed. That's for sure.
In a half mile, the destination is ahead.
We got navigation telling us where to go down this road that really isn't a road here. Whoa. Look at this. And over the bumps, it really soaks them up, right, Tom? I mean...
No, it's doing really well, guys. I'm sure you can tell how much the camera's shaking. It's not... It could be a lot worse.
That's for sure. Trying to just take it easy. I'm not here to win any trophies, that's for sure. Just pulls you through. Just pulling us through the mud. Right towards a face rock there. This is insane. This is insanity.
We're connected to Apple CarPlay.
Yeah, my hand accidentally hit the button as I was sliding towards some rocks. No big deal. Clean the windshield here.
Clean the windshield.
Well, definitely right now with the sun coming down, it's right in our face. Whoa, here we go across this little creek here.
You have arrived at your destination.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. That's freaking awesome. That is freaking awesome. Freaking awesome. But very smooth. I mean, this car is very, very capable. And remember, you can tow up to 5,000 pounds. You know, you get that V6 under the hood, the 8-speed automatic. And I think the most intelligent part about this whole deal is the drive modes. Being in snow, even though we're not on snow, but it's very slippery like snow, it's really allowing us to navigate well with how it's transferring the power. We got it in lock and all that. Don't want to go over to the left, because that's another no-no. Man, they really have us go they really take you on a trip here. I mean, they're not like, hey, just go down this little dirt path and make a U-turn.
There's no U-turns.
How far did they say the distance was, Tom?
A little over 4 miles.
A little over 4 miles.
They said to look for an orange cone, but we haven't seen one yet, so we're going to keep going.
So we're just going to keep going here. Probably wind up in Utah or on the top of a mountain. Visibility, I'm telling you, this whole time, no matter what the conditions are, the visibility has been amazing.
The A-pillars are very slim, so it's much easier to see, no blind spots.
Well, what's great too is like they were pointing out earlier, Tom, that you know, the people sitting in the back are going to be comfortable too.
Exactly.
Yeah.
They wanted everyone to feel like they were riding shotgun between the USBs, the ventilated seats in the middle row, and the heated seats.
Exactly. But you can see just how capable this Telluride is. I mean, this is, they're not joking when they say this thing can go off-road. This is one of the craziest paths I've ever been on. I'm so used to racetracks and road courses. This is
new for Joe.
Yeah, ever changing, that's for sure. And obviously I don't want to take a $40,000 vehicle and roll it or anything close to that. Really, I mean, just think of the tires, Tom. I mean, the tires these aren't like off-road, you know, Mickey Thompson 35-inch tires. I mean, yeah, we're using a tire.
They've seen snow, they've seen asphalt, now they've seen wet clay.
Yeah. This is a blast, though. I mean, I definitely have to give my hats off to Kia for really showcasing this vehicle in so many different ways. So many different ways.
And it's a true sport utility vehicle.
Yes.
That's what they've really been emphasizing this whole weekend.
And this is really showing it. I mean, if you have that one log cabin that might be on that outskirt of an area, you could get to it in this and have your whole family and everything you need to have a wonderful getaway. All right, guys, as you can see, sometimes when you're out in the middle of nowhere, you do come across certain things that you know, you just don't see very often. We have some cows here. This poor little calf. Please, little guy, excuse us. Sorry. Thank you. Thanks. But that's what you do. You just, you know, you say thank you and hopefully they move out of their way. But we're really in nature.
All right, guys, as you can see, this has been an amazing experience, taking this Telluride through different climate changes, different environmental changes, traction, the whole 9 yards. Definitely got to give a huge thank you to everybody at Kia for inviting Rady's Rides out to the national press launch for this 2020 Kia Telluride. If these are the things you like to see on Rady's Rides, leave a comment in that comment section. If you're new to the channel and you're on your way out, hit that subscribe button. I promise you it's worthwhile coming back for more. If you are a subscriber, thank you. Thank you for being part of the Rady's Rides family. Got to definitely check out all my different forms of social media. You know what they're called. Rady's Rides original content all the time. If you want to get yourself some merch, click that link in the description. Takes you right to Spreadshirt. Definitely got to say a huge thank you and just great to share this experience with Big Guns McGee, Tom Moschner. Both of us, first time to Colorado, first time in this Telluride, and you could see we went out and had some fun and really dirtied her up. That's exactly what Kia wanted. So thank you, Tom, for all your hard work, sharing this experience, and also being able to get behind the wheel. And just like always, guys, I'll see you on the next ride.